right, gather around for the greatest story ever told. I wish it didn't happen to me. I was thinking as this was going on, God, I only wish this had happened to anyone else on the show because I would have enjoyed this so much. But unfortunately, as is almost always the case, I was living it. Happened last night. Started as most of my nights do. Everyone's kind of going to bed, or the kids are starting to go to sleep, and then my dog Jerry, who's like 1, gets this surge of horniness that hits him, and he goes to town on that Spider-Man pillow. We all know about this. We've seen the videos. I posted it.
You're super into it.
I'm not super into it. I think it's funny. It's never not been funny.
You film it like every time.
I don't, Allie, most times I wish I filmed it, and I don't film it, and I go, this guy really went to town on Spider-Man.
Hey, does he hump to completion?
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As my
kids say,
all like rank smelling?
Yeah, we have to wash it like once a week, but my kids do say the dog peed on the Spider-Man again.
Oh, man.
And then my wife one time's like, that's not pee. And they're like, what is it? They're like, she goes, it's pee. So
okay,
he goes to, I was like, why would you go to this? So anyway, this is his move. He does it. And afterwards, he's very chill. Like me, like most humans, we get pent up. I know this because I'm in the middle of it right now. Pent up, need that sweet release, and then there's that nice feeling of euphoria, and you can just get a good nap, get a good sleep.
Thanks
right?
for the lesson. Yeah,
that's how it works, Allie. I'm just filling you in. Little birds. Hey, school's not in session. That's important. People still learn.
Got it.
So he, like most nights, goes to town, does his Spider-Man thing. He was a little bit more vigorous than most nights, I think, because I don't think he had it on Saturday. So last night he really went to town on Spider-Man. And that was the end of it. So like an hour later, my wife says, come here, I need to show you something.
You're like, finally.
And I go, it's my turn.
Yeah, right?
Here we go, baby. I'm ready. Now I'm
mustache off.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
No stash, all gash, I said. She goes, his lipstick is not going away. It's still out. And I said, well, listen. Yeah, I said, you don't understand the way these things work. I got one. Sometimes
you don't understand
Right.
long erections.
Yeah, I don't know. I said, you don't understand. You don't understand from our relationship what this is like, but this happens sometimes. It'll go down eventually. He's probably still ready to go. He had a good.
So awkward and uncomfortable, though.
Right, the whole thing.
Yeah.
So another hour.
By the way, is it impressive?
Why are we?
Is it impressive?
I'm just saying.
It's a dog. It's that weird looking lipsticky thing,
No,
but
I
it's
know,
but it's still.
some are bigger than others.
Yeah,
I don't. Like human beings.
I don't think it's like.
So just average.
Yeah, I think he's pretty average.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to.
I just want to paint the clear picture.
I don't want to
What's
call
going
him
on?
out, so he's got a micro penis?
He's fine. He's not impressed. Sometimes I'm impressed by dogs, and sometimes I'm not. This time I was not.
Okay.
So another hour.
You're still the biggest in the house.
I'm still a little bigger than he is. I just want to make that clear.
Let's get you a trophy.
It's close.
Biggest in the house.
Right. So another hour goes by, and the thing is still out.
Whoa.
And
what is he doing? Just walking around?
Just laying down, but the thing is just not going away. But it doesn't
Do
look
your
like...
daughters notice?
No, they're asleep at this point.
Thank God.
Thankfully.
Yeah,
They would be obsessed with that.
But I'll tell you who was obsessed with it. My wife became obsessed, and she starts Googling, and she comes across some term called... you have to look it up again. It's got a lot of syllables in it, but she's like, I think he's suffering from... polyflamdong something or other. I don't know. It's got a name, a long name. And
I don't want to search for it because it's going to screw up my
good luck.
algorithm.
Welcome to my world now. So I go, this thing's just going to go away by itself. Like sometimes it takes a while. She finds some article online that says if it stays out for more than 20 minutes, it can create permanent nerve damage to that area and can lead to all these other problems. And at this point, it had been 2.5 hours since the thing has been out.
Oh, my God.
It's been out a long time. And, they always
And he's not in any pain or anything like that. He's not showing any signs of distress.
He's laying down, but it looks like it is not in a...
His eyes are bloodshot.
He looks
just like,
very dehydrated. I'll put it that way.
Ew.
So I say to her, you're freaking out over nothing. This thing's going to run its course. And then she shows me all these articles, and she's like, you need to act on this now, because if we don't act on it now, it's going to be a real problem. Then she finds a video of a vet talking about it online and saying the thing you're supposed to do is, I'm not making this up, guys.
Oh, no.
Flick it.
You need to make
Flick it.
a sugar water solution using sugar and water, and you're supposed to
Dip?
dip the
How do you dip the
junk
tip?
into the sugar water.
It's like a fun dip. Fun dip situation.
I'm not kidding. And she goes, it's supposed to make the swelling of that area go down. I didn't even know that was a thing. Of course, lo and behold, because we live in stupid L.A., I don't have any sugar. I got Splenda. I got Truvia. I got every
Right.
stupid sugar knockoff in my house. No actual sugar. So I go,
Yeah, you always hear, a spoonful of sugar makes the boner go down.
that's not the sound.
So
So I finally called the vet. And, of course, now at this point, it's almost 10 o'clock on Sunday. So
Damn.
our vet's closed. Every other vet, I finally find a 24-hour vet. They answer the phone. Is this an emergency? I say, no. My wife says in the background, yes. She's yelling, yes. She doesn't know. She doesn't have a penis, so she doesn't know. But she's yelling it's an emergency.
Do you think if you, going back now, do you think that if you had just slept on it would have been fine the next morning?
Mine or the dog's?
The dogs.
Oh, okay. Yes, because mine is always fine again in the morning.
If you think you had done nothing.
Well,
just hung up the phone and said, go to bed.
The answer to most of our medical emergencies, quote, is that, yes, if you go to sleep usually. But then there's always the story, and she was reading story after story now of people going, I didn't think much of it, I didn't do anything, and now my dog
Dog's
can
in a
never
wheelchair
urinate
or
again,
whatever.
my dog had to lose his leg, all this crazy stuff. So I call back and say it is an emergency. The same person I just told was non-emergency too. I literally call back from the same number and go, yes, now it's an emergency.
Okay.
And they go, what is it? I said, my dog has had and I'm thinking of the right word to use so I don't sound like I'm being weird or making a joke. So I said, my dog has had I went with the hard. I don't think I'd say that on the radio, but I said for over 2 hours. And then the woman says to her colleague over there, oh, it's a prank, hang up. And they hang up on me. So they think I'm kidding now. So then I tell my wife, they don't take me
Did
seriously.
you do boing sound effects?
I made a boing sound
Yeah.
effect. That was my
I think that
problem.
would have been probably better.
I did say, I said, I'm being serious now. My dog has, and I said the lipsticky thing, and it won't go down. That's what I did. So they hang
He
up.
said, hold on, I'm a radio host.
So yeah, I'm a morning radio guy. Okay, this is all I got. So they hang up on me. I call another vet that's not even in the area because I couldn't get anyone. I literally tried. I was going as far as San Diego now to find anyone that would even
What?
take the call
Dude.
because I was going to do the sugar water trick, but I was going to go out and buy sugar. I wanted to make sure if I'm going to go out and buy sugar, it's going to help my dog's dog go down.
Oh, so you
Or-
just wanted to ask them some questions
I said
first?
I read
Yeah.
online because if I feel like that's a prank I'd fall for on TikTok. Like people have been putting their dog's junk in sugar, thinking. So I called another place and they say you can come in, but I want you to know it's going to be at least a 4-hour wait because we prioritize all of our emergencies and your dog's erection is not an emergency.
A top priority.
And I said, well, can it wait till the morning? And they said, we won't know. I can't give you any medical advice over the phone. And then I said, well, what about the sugar trick? And she's like, excuse me? And I explained the sugar trick. And she's like, I'm just the receptionist here. If you want to come in, we can see you, but you're not going to get seen until probably 2 in the morning is what they said.
310 said, I've been there. I used to have 2 lubes in the house, one for me and one for my dog.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. So,
Wait, what?
Listen, Omar, when I tell you the next
Dude, what did he have to do?
Dude, I never thought in a million years I would have to do what I did. So
Oh my God.
I go to a different vet. I drive to the vet now, thinking that
So you
maybe
said, yes, I'm in for
not
a 4-hour
that one.
wait?
No, I went to a different one that I used to go to all the way in West Hollywood when I used to live there.
Right.
And I said, West Hollywood will know what to do with it.
Hey, girl.
So this is the
Get in line.
That's the place to go. So I was there, and I went in once again. I showed what was going on. The thing's out. Everyone has a good chuckle, but
It's so embarrassing in the waiting room, too.
yeah. And
It's just got like a raging.
But other people are in there with real dog ate a chocolate bar, dog ate too much weed, dog ate a light bulb. I mean, there's all these things going on. And I can just see I'm going lower and lower on the list. So finally, I remembered. I had my vet when we had to put Chloe down to sleep. My vet gave me he called me one time to check on us afterwards and say, "Are you okay? Are you dealing with it okay?" And I remembered I had his phone, my actual vet's cell phone number.
Ugh.
And I said, and so at this point, it's getting close to like midnight now.
She said, I better bother him.
And I send him a text and I say, "I'm so sorry to do this." I should read you the text the way I wrote it. Hold on, my phone's in the car. I said something along the lines of, my dog has an erection that has now been going on for 4 hours. And that's like the joke about all those pills because
Yeah.
they say if it lasts longer than 4 hours to contact the doctor. I said, this is not a joke.
And he's like,
Exclamation.
new phone, who dis?
And I took a picture of it and sent it to him also.
God, that
And-
poor guy.
And no response for
Yeah.
about 30 minutes. And I said, this guy's going to drop me. I'm not going to have a vet anymore.
Totally.
He finally writes me back. You need to go get lube immediately, and you need to put it back in the sheath.
In the sheath?
Whatever. Not sheath.
In the
Jeez.
in the
I gotta
sheath?
do that.
In the what is it, Allie?
The sheath?
The sheath.
Like a sword sheath?
Yes.
Oh.
That's how he said it. And I wrote back, lucky me.
Is this a joke? Am I being pranked?
So,
Dude, so you had to lube it up?
No, Omar, I had to
Did
go.
you have to massage?
I had to go into a CVS last night with a dog and go to the and buy an emergency thing of just lube.
KY?
And the person at the register,
Did you
It
get
was
the
just
one
you
that
holding
warms
a
up?
dog
the
and a bunch
person
of
at
lube.
the register,
I'm like, do I call animals?
the person,
Oh my God,
the person at the
dude.
register looked at me and kind of gave me like a weird look, and I said, "Don't worry, it's for the dog." Not trying to be
And then
funny.
you look at, oh my God,
And
dude,
the
that makes
guy
it
looked at
worse.
me like it was the weirdest exchange ever. And I go, and also, Allie, there's a lot of lubes now. I haven't bought lube in a while.
Right.
They got
There's a lot of
warming.
choices.
They got flavored ones.
Yeah, and you don't know what's going to irritate him.
I don't know what's what. So I just went old school traditional, real boring.
Magnum.
I went KY, though. I did go brand name.
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
And in my car in the parking lot of CVS last night at around 1 in the morning,
Jesus.
I had to use my hand
Oh, my God.
to put.
Glove?
No,
Did you get gloves?
No glove. No
Oh,
glove.
what are you doing with your life?
Hey, it doesn't
No
feel
glove,
as
no
good.
love,
It doesn't-
baby.
Everyone knows it feels good with the glove. I put it back in.
Damn, dude.
And you've never been able to look at your dog the same?
It is a weird. I'm just telling you.
If I
it's the-
saw you in a parking lot, I'd report you.
Yeah, 6 other cars do the exact same thing last night. It's very strange. Call now, play and win. Do you know the band on your shirt? 800-520-1067. Jake the Nerd approached somebody wearing a shirt. I think it was a Black Keys shirt this time, but do they know anything about the band on their shirt? It's an epidemic that's going around. If you'd like to play and win, call now, 800-520-1067. K-Rock, hello?
Oh.
No, I'm not doing that again. Thank you. A lot of dogs calling.
They're all thirsty.
I'm not doing that again, ever again.
Come on, you've got lube left.
I do have a lot of lube. I bought the large size. Way
Oh,
too
my
much
God.
lube.
And is this something that you're going to have to deal with regularly now?
I didn't ask any fun. I
Because
just needed
it's
it to go
interesting
away.
that on the text line, there are multiple people who have experienced this. Like, I really didn't see that coming, that people would be like, me too.
Yeah, it's the new Me Too.
But 805 said, I had a Chihuahua and I was told by my very hot vet to get some KY and help him put it back in after sugar water didn't work.
So they tried all those tricks. I'm telling you, no one. I never signed up for this. I've had dogs my whole life. Never known this was a thing, but apparently it's a thing.
626 is calling you the Wiener Whisperer.
Thank you. Thank you, 626.
And another 626 is in a lift right now.
Oh, well, that's.
I'm really happy.
My dog was in a lift for about 4 hours last night. So thank you for calling. All right, you're on KROQ. You want to play band on your shirt? No, stupid dog. Still dogs. Hold on.